Today is January 9th. It's the 9th day of the year, and this is the On This Day podcast. On this day in 1861, the steamship Star of the West is on course to enter the harbor in Charleston, South Carolina, with a cargo hold full of supplies for Fort Sumter. The Star of the West is originally built for shipping magnate Cornelius Vanderbilt, but on this day in 1861, the 1,100-ton vessel is owned by the U.S. Mail Steamship Company and chartered by the U.S. Department of War to carry provisions to Fort Sumter. Less than a month earlier, the state of South Carolina secedes from the Union, and Fort Sumter is suddenly a U.S. outpost in hostile territory. Fort Sumter sits on a tiny island in the mouth of Charleston Harbor. It's still under construction on this day, and its commanding officer, Major Robert Anderson, is in need of supplies to complete the defenses and support his troops. The Star of the West is sent south to resupply Anderson and his small contingent of men, 127 soldiers and musicians. On this day in 1861, as she makes for the harbor, cadets from the Citadel, South Carolina's military college, fire upon the steamship. The Citadel cadets are stationed on nearby Morris Island, which overlooks the entrance to the harbor. They fire a warning shot across the ship's bow, and then follow with a few more shots of cannon fire, striking the Star of the West and inflicting minor damage. The merchant vessel's captain, John McGowan, decides it's too dangerous to continue into the harbor, and he turns the Star of the West away from the harbor, aborting the resupply mission and returning north. It's a few more months before war between the North and South officially begins. However, the shots fired on the Star of the West on this day in 1861 are essentially the first shots fired in the American Civil War. Born on this day in 1982, Catherine Middleton. Born in Reading, England, she's the oldest of 3 children born to Michael and Carol Middleton. Michael and Carol meet when they both work for British Airways. He's a dispatcher, she's a flight attendant. Their oldest daughter, Kate, spends her first few years in Amman, Jordan, while her father is there for work. The family moves back to Berkshire, England in 1986 when Kate is 4. The following year, the Middletons start a mail order business that ends up being quite a success for them. The Middletons live a middle-class lifestyle. You could say an upper-middle-class lifestyle with the success of their mail order business. They're comfortable, to say the least, but hardly living the real-life Downton Abbey. Later, the press will find distant family connections to British royalty. A great-great-grandmother who was the great-great-granddaughter of a descendant of a king. A great-grandfather who is landed gentry and entertains royals. Distant and recent ancestors who could be considered aristocracy or friends of British royalty, and I'm doing air quotes with that. By no means are the Middletons royalty or direct members of the British royal family. That is, until Kate attends university and meets the future King of England. In 2001, Kate Middleton moves into St. Salvator's Hall dormitory as a student at St. Andrews in Fife, Scotland. It's there that she meets classmate William Wales, Prince William, second in line to the British throne. The two strike up a friendship. They share a flat with a few other mates and begin dating in 2003. Kate and William get married in 2011, and Kate Middleton, born on this day in 1982, is now Catherine, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge, very likely the future Queen of England, the UK, and the Commonwealth realms, and mother of the future King or Queen. There are 356 days left in the year. On This Day is produced by me, Dave Schultz. Thank you very much for listening. Many thanks to all of you who have been listening for a long time. If you're new to the show, go ahead and subscribe in iTunes, and while you're there, leave us a rating and review, or subscribe in whatever podcatcher you prefer. Pocket Casts, which is my favorite, Stitcher, Google Play, whatever that thing's called. If you're not sure where to find the show, go to onthisdaypodcast.com, and at the very top there are links to all the places you can find the show. So if you're still listening, well, you can't see it, but I'm doing that royal wave where they kind of just churn the air as if they're wearing a pair of mittens. Talk to you tomorrow.